Hi and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. On this channel we discuss all aspects of the Ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. Clear. Today we're going to be doing a reading for Aries for the month of February. This is going to be for Aries Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, as well as the cross watcher of the Arian. And it is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. Take what fits and leave the rest. I do encourage you to check out your other sign placements as well. If you don't know what those are, you can go to a website such as Astro.com, plug in your birth information, and a chart will be generated for you. So let's find out what's going on for Aries for the month of February. All right, first card out is the Seven of Cups. So a lot of confusion going on. It appears there's a lot going on for Aries right now. Let's find out some more about this. What is happening? Lots of options. Lots of options. And let's see. Interesting. I'm getting an interesting vibe from this Three of Wands. Yeah. With the Four of Cups. All right. And so I feel like you have a lot of options coming in, or a lot of choices in front of you right now, Aries. But there's one particular choice that you're sort of waiting on right now. Something that you've set your intentions on, something that you desire, that you're waiting for the universe to bring to you. And like a lot of the other options that you have going on right now, like this is your energy for them. It's like you're not really into it. You're waiting for this option right here to come in. And what is this option? What is that option for Aries? Two of Cups. So there's somebody on your mind, Aries. There's a soulmate. You've been working on manifesting a soulmate. And you've been working on manifesting a soulmate, and that some of you may have a specific person that you've been working to manifest. For others of you, it's just like, you know your ideal, you know what you want, and it's like there's a lot of different options and choices in front of you, but they're not what it is that you're looking for. And so you're being asked to be patient with the Temperance card coming out. You're being asked to be patient. Like the universe is, it's sort of like Spirit is saying, like, I'm getting your order ready, but it's not quite ready yet. So don't rush it. You don't want it until it's ready. And so why isn't it ready? Let's get some energy on that. What's going on here? That's what we really want to know, right? And so we have the Two of Swords coming out. This is a decision point, choice point. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming out. And we have the King of Cups coming out. Okay. So right here, I can see, or I can feel that it's because your energies aren't quite in alignment yet. That's why the order is not quite ready. There's still some learning. There's still some, I feel almost as like these key decisions or choices that need to be made on either your side or this person's side that will bring you more into alignment. And so right now it's like he's the King of Cups, you're the Queen of Pentacles, or vice versa, right? Whichever way you wanna slice it. And it's earth and water, so it's not necessarily. And these are both great energies, but it's just I'm feeling that energy of not quite being compatible or at the same vibration. Let's get a little more energy on that. And then we have the Devil and the World coming out. And the way the World, I'm going to leave it like that. Because what this feels like to me is that there's still some shadow material that needs to be dealt with. There's still some energies of codependency. And so for those of you who this is a person that you already know that you're trying to manifest back into your reality, what I would tell you is your attachment to it being this person and to the way that you feel it has to work out is part of what's blocking that manifestation from coming in. When we put and I was just watching somebody talking about this the other day, this whole concept of like, right, when we put something up on a pedestal and we make it so important, it almost makes it unattainable. Especially when we focus on the energy of, I want this, I don't have this, I need this. That need, that attachment, that feeling of desiring it. Like desire is a great thing, but if we desire something too much, and there's longing involved in that, and there's attachment involved with that, then we're really repelling that energy because we're telling the universe, I don't have this. And so that's our reality. So some of that is the attachment and codependency. That's part of what this Devil energy is. And this Devil energy could be other things as well. different things for different people, but there's energies that need to be worked through surrounding anything that holds you in bondage. Anything, I'm feeling a lot of subconscious energy, a lot of Plutonian energy coming from this right now. So like so we're in Mercury retrograde right now, which is a great thing because that helps us to get a look into our unconscious. And so you really want to pay attention to what's coming up there, because there's going to be signposts that are going to help lead you and help you to discover, like, what is it that still needs to be dealt with or let go of. For some of you guys, I'm feeling too, either on your end or their end, there could be, like with this Seven of Cups energy, right? There could be that there are other irons in the fire right now too. Like you are wanting to manifest this person, but you also have other things going on. And so there's just too much going on. And especially if some of these interactions that you're having, or it could be them, right? Whichever way, this is a general reading, whichever way that crumbles, it's like too much confused energy in the mix. And there may be energies that are presenting themselves to you that are actually presenting themselves to you to help you work through some of this energy. So notice if you do have other people that you're entertaining right now, notice what it is that they're bringing up. What are the interactions that they're bringing up? What are you reverting back into any old patterns? You see patterns of behaving, patterns of thinking, emotional patterns coming up. What are the cycles that are being shown to you? Because it's a cycle, right? With this World card, there's a cycle that's needing to close out, and that cycle has to do with this devil energy. It has to do with this attachment, this codependency, any type of addictive type behaviors, thought forms. Any type of cycles that have been consistently lowering your vibration, we'll put it that way, need to come completely to an end. Any other cards here? We have the Magician. The Magician, the Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Swords, okay? And so the Magician is, of course, that powerful manifestation energy. Creating. This is like, and then we have the Seven of Swords, right? So part of what I'm seeing here with the Ace of Swords is you are creating, like Spirit wants you to know and understand that you are creating your own reality. And if you are experiencing this in its negative form, the Seven of Swords in its more negative form would be that energy of deception, of trickery, of betrayal, that sort of energy. If you like, I almost feel like people talking behind people's backs for some reason. I'm feeling that energy, like gossip. I don't know. Any of that stuff, like you are bringing that into your reality. You are creating that. But this can also, and so it's like, how is that being created? And how can you stop or stifle that energy? And the other thing, the positive manifestation of this card is just doing things differently. Doing things a way that most people wouldn't do them, right? It's that inventive type of energy. And so you can absolutely, like, you're being asked to do things differently, and you're being asked to do things differently than you've ever done them. That's sort of the thing. That's how we break a cycle, is by doing something differently. The cycle is the way we always do things. When we begin doing things differently, we begin to break that cycle. And that's going to really manifest this person or a union with somebody. And that's the thing, and this is why we have to detach from the person, right? Because you may, if you're so attached to that person, you could clear out this energy, and you could all of a sudden, it could be possible for you to manifest a matching energy that actually suits you even better than this person that you're fixated on. But if you're so fixated on them that you can't see other options and you close yourself off, you're not going to be able to do that. And if they're still not a match for you, they're not coming in either. If you guys see what I mean. And so it's like, that's why it's so important to open up our energy, to expand our perception and say, if it's meant for me, it will always be for me. I'm going to work on me. I'm going to heal this energy. And then I'm going to allow what's meant to come in for me. And then that clarity will come in as well. Yeah, that clarity. I feel like you're trying to manifest some sort of communication, but that hasn't come through either. Yeah, I'm feeling that with that. Any other energy on this here, on the Ace of Swords? The Hermit. Yeah, the Hermit, and then the Nine of Cups. Yeah, so there's not much coming in now. It's pretty silent. You're meant to be, this is an internal, there's still more internal work to be done right now, which there always is for all of us, right? This isn't necessarily a bad thing. There's an awakening. There's an awakening that needs to happen, and that awakening is going to lead to this energy. This is wish fulfillment, right? This is what I call like the genie in the bottle energy here. And so that is totally coming, but it's going to require, in order for you to have this more than anything else, is like you desiring a breakthrough. And that breakthrough, this is also, remember, this is the start of a new cycle. This is a new cycle in mind. This is a new cycle in communication. And so in inspiration. And so, yeah, in order for you to have the clarity that you need to begin this new cycle, you're going to have to go within a little longer. And this person may be going within as well right now. There's just a lot of that energy of that lack of communication at the moment for a reason, because there's things that still need to be understood, things that still need to be seen from a different perspective. Yeah. And this is, so a lot of this, right, when we have this devil energy, for some people, this may be a lot of mind, like mind fuckery, basically. And just the different ways that the mind plays with itself, belief systems, different things like that that need to be worked through. If you guys want any assistance with that, that is one of the things I do. Please reach out to me. My email is in the description box below. But once you like get your mind right, is sort of like what came to mind here. And you have this breakthrough, you have this understanding, you see how to do things differently and how to really create a different reality. Then like you have this wish fulfillment, whether this is in the form of this person or somebody else. And for those of you who aren't fixated on a specific person, you're right where you're supposed to be where that's concerned anyway. But for those of you who are, part of that is releasing the attachment to that. Any other energies here? Ooh, we got the Tower coming out. We got the Six of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Six of Swords. All right, with the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. So this is that epiphany. This is that shocking realization or event. And this is around somebody from the past. So yes, definitely for some of you guys, this has to do with somebody from the past that you are thinking about. Somebody from the past who left you out in the cold, that you felt this energy with. There was an energy of loss. And then this is what's required, right? This is the moving on to calmer waters. This is what, and this is mental waters, right? This is what needs to happen. It's almost like there needed to be this loss in order for you to, like, you couldn't get your mind right with this person around. Or for those of you, yeah, we're gonna go with that. That's what I'm feeling from this sort of storyline of cards here. It's like that sort of loss, whatever that loss was, sort of cleared the way. I'm also getting something else interesting, which is that either you or this person may have also experienced loss in terms of like death or a loved one or something like that. There was some deep internal process that happened, healing process that was initiated by that caused somebody to pull away, or that assisted in some sort of heart awakening. So that's just an interesting energy that's coming through too. Yeah. 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 And then for some of you where this isn't a person from your past coming back, this is like this is the energy of a past life soulmate and sort of like a shocking revelation. So this could even be like when this person does come into your reality, it's really shocking because it's like you recognize them for who they are. But I'm also sorry, just going with everything that's coming through here. What I'm also getting here is that part of this healing process, and part of what, especially for those of you who related to the codependency aspect, right, and the attachment aspect, part of this realization is that you're gonna come to understand that there were issues of abandonment from your childhood, and possibly even from past lives, but definitely from your childhood, that played a part in this attachment and this codependency behavior, this fear of abandonment. And you're going to see how this fear of abandonment, right, when we have a fear of abandonment, what we actually create in our lives is more abandonment. And so you're going to come to understand that as well. And that's going to really actually help to give you some peace and some clarity. moving forward, that might be part of what contributes to this light bulb moment, is when you start to really see and understand that, and understand how things have played out as a result of that. And so that may help to end this cycle. So that's really interesting coming through, and really step you deeper into your intuition. And so let's see here. Let's get some final guidance. Yeah, I'm wanting to do some final guidance from the Sacred Rebels deck. Clear. Final guidance for Aries, February 2021. All right. And we have Against the Grain coming out, number 4. And I've never seen this one before. This is new. Go. And I love how she's just like swimming naked, and there's this flock of birds up above her. And so really that energy of rebellion and freedom, of freeing yourself, but also like vulnerability at the same time. And so this says, you want birds to be able to fly underwater. You want love to trump power. You want humanity to relate to each other as equals and to recognize the sacredness in you and in the world around you. You want to unleash the beauty that hides in even the ugliest of scenes or sentiments. You want to make possible what others cannot be. You are a radical dreamer, a sacred rebel, and you bring the light of a more positive future to this world. However, this can have its burdens. Deep within, you may feel that you don't really fit in with the rest of the world. Perhaps your sense of how things can be and how they really are is so different to the smaller minds or more fearful hearts of many others that you are rarely received for all that you offer. This might make you feel frustrated, thwarted, or lonely at times. The universe so loves you for your unusual take on things, for the quirkiness in you that dares to honor that which is different and renders the impossible possible. You must never ever lose your unusual ways and become dry, serious, appropriate, and conventional, not even for appearance's sake, for you would lose your essence. You are here to show that life is about so much more than conventional success. This oracle comes with a special message for you. You are someone who lives and breathes in the depths of creative waters. You need to lose yourself to the flow of music, nature, dreams, imagination, and fantasy. Through art and literature, meditation, dance, and in sensual surrender to the sacred waters of the ocean, the river, the lake, or the bathtub. You must go against the grain. It is just your way. You are not one of the followers, but one of the agitators. However, yours is not a force of disrespectful chaos. You are a loving catalyst, and by simply being yourself, you constantly remind people that there is always another way. This oracle comes with a particular guidance that you are meant to be exactly as you are. You are meant to be the black sheep, the rainbow sheep, or even the wild wolf in the flock of sheep. The daring butterfly spirit calling to the caterpillars, that is you. The price you pay for the gift of individuality is that you must take care of it and guard it so that you are not dulled down and conditioned into playing at being something you are not. If this has happened or is threatening to happen, this oracle brings you comfort. You will always dream of birds that fly underwater. You know that the true nature of your being can never be changed. At most, it could only be hidden for a time. Now is the time to accept who you are and allow your truths to be freely expressed. Don't worry about the effects of going against the grain. When we are who we are in truth, we attract the support, protection, and energy that we need to thrive. Your power comes from aligning your outward self with your inner truth, not with the general consensus. You will then find other dreamers, other wild butterflies, and atypically colored sheep to join you in conjuring better visions for our world. And so I love this as closing guidance for you guys, because it's saying be who you really are, right? Go against the grain. That was that energy when we saw like the more positive expression of the Seven of Swords, is that daring to be different energy, daring to do things differently. And so it's like really Spirit is wanting to remind you to stay in your individuality, to not change yourself, right? Especially when you're wanting to attract in love. The person that is meant for you is going to be attracted to your true frequency. You want somebody who's truly suited for you. You have to be who you truly are and show who you truly are to the world. How else are you going to expect to attract that into your reality? And so that's the love piece. But this is also them just giving guidance for your life in general. Spirit wants you to be creative. It wants you to have fun. It wants you to explore your uniqueness and see that as your strength and understand that you are here to be a game changer. And that can be lonely sometimes, but it is so very, very rewarding. And honestly, those of us who are here to be the change that we want to see in the world, like we cannot rest any other way, because it doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel right. And we will quite literally lose our minds trying to conform to a society that we are here to reform, right? All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. And then we have focus on the light on the bottom of the deck here. Sorry, I get distracted easily. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you like this video, like this video. There are links down below to donate if you feel so moved to donate to my channel. My email is also down below with the description of the different services that I offer. There's lots of different ways that we can work on, lots of different things here. Personal readings, I do energy healings, I do theta healing, I do a lot of different stuff. So please reach out to me if you would like any assistance. Drop a comment, let me know if this resonated. I hope you have a beautiful February, Aries.